Hi friends, welcome to Pilates at Home. My name is Melanie and today I'm going to teach you the exercise called the 100. This is a wonderful exercise to get your blood flowing, your heart pumping, and to build abdominal strength and endurance, core control, and also breathing with control. It's a big part of this exercise and of course a big part of all of Pilates. This is a great exercise to really train that. This is an exercise that you'll want to avoid if you have osteoporosis, as it's loaded flexion, which can cause compression fractures. If you have neck and shoulder injuries, you'll want to possibly prop up on a pillow here or a wedge if you have one, and just work the lower half of the body. Of course, keeping your knees close, like in tabletop, or your legs straight to the ceiling. I'll show you that a little bit more in detail shortly. We're going to start with the 100 prep, and I really encourage you not to shortchange yourself and make sure that you can get through each stage of the 100 prep before you go to the full 100, as it is such a challenge for endurance, and if you go wrong, you can actually kind of harm your low back, and you don't want to do that. So let's get started with the 100 prep. So lay down on your mat with your knees bent and your feet just in a comfortable position here. Arms will go to the ceiling, so fingertips pointing to the ceiling. The first step, inhale to prepare, and exhale as you curl your head, neck, and shoulder up off the mat, bringing your arms in a long lever down by your side. This is the starting position here. A couple of things I want to point out. As you're here, you keep your arms nice and straight. So when you get into the pumping motion, it's from the shoulder in a long lever. So I'm not going to bend my elbows, I'm not going to flap my hands, everything stays nice and firm here. And it's just this motion just up and down a few inches. All right. The next thing is the distance I've got with my head here is my chin is about a citrus fruit away from my chest. So I'm not jamming my neck into my chest, and I'm definitely not craning back, but just maintaining about maybe a lemon or a small orange or something. So I'm going to take a little breath of air here because this is a long time to maintain that position as I teach this. So that's the starting position. So I'm going to come back up here. So from here, the breathing pattern as we pump our arms is to inhale for 5 beats and exhale for 5 beats. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and obviously I can't be inhaling, exhaling as I do that because I'm talking through it. So I'm going to demonstrate without me talking so that you can hear as well what that's like. So coming up. So inhaling. Okay, so that's the basic breathing pattern there. I will say as you go through the 100, that's going to be 10 breaths just like that. So inhale for 5, exhale for 5, 10 times, and that's how we get the 100. It's basically 100 seconds or 10 breaths at 5 beats each, inhale and exhale. So that's where it gets its name. So the next step, as we go past the 100 prep, actually one more thing I wanted to mention here is as you're up in this position, you really want to be able to maintain the crown of your head pointing pretty much toward the ceiling here. So you don't want to be falling backwards. You want to be able to maintain this for the full 100 counts before you go into the actual full 100 exercise. Okay, so that work all has to come from your abdominals. You don't want the lifting and the maintaining to come from your neck and shoulders here. You want all that pulling up to come from right here. All right, so when you roll up into that position, it's these muscles that are maintaining it for you. And that's really important as we get into the next part, that these muscles are doing all of the work. Okay, so You will feel a lot in your neck and shoulders, especially as you're starting out this exercise, because it takes a lot of work to learn to throw that work into your abdominals. I'm not sure I say that clearly, but the work, it's natural to want to pull up, but what you have to do is to contract your abdominals to bring you up. All right, so coming up into that, it's all right here. So the next step is to go into the full 100. Oh, and if you find that you can't do the full 100, you can also break it up and do 50 or 20, just do a little bit at a time. So the full 100, the first progression of it would be to bring your knees to tabletop. All right, which is basically a right angle here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to curl up and begin your pumping for inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the first position that once you get into the full 100 that you will take. The next one would be up to the ceiling with your legs. So from here, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And when I talked about neck and shoulder issues and being propped up on pillows for this, that's the one that you'll want to stop at. So anything where you're taking your legs further away from the body than a right angle, you'll want to maintain either this or the tabletop if you're propped up. Okay, so if the head does not support it, if you're not supporting your head, neck, and shoulders in this position, keep your legs in more close to the body, okay? So I'll just show you now the position for the full regular 100. So that would be with your legs out at a diagonal, about a 45-degree angle. To challenge it further, you can flex and point your feet. So flex for inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and point 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I got to come down again for a second here. A couple of other challenges would be you can do ankle crosses, you can do heel beats, you can do lowering and lifting the legs, and you can also externally rotate. So this actually really increases the challenge just to externally rotate. Make sure you do it from the hips, and that actually turns off some muscles that you would use to kind of hold your legs up there, so it really increases the challenge. All right, so here's the ankle crosses, which does take some extra coordination. And then the heel beats as well. I have to come down every now and then. Ooh, this does take some coordination as well. And then another one is down and up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you kind of get the idea there of the different ways that you can challenge this exercise. So that's the workout, just showing that. So I hope that helps you understand the exercise. Again, I will say don't shortchange yourself and really make sure that you can do the 100 prep well before you take on the full 100, because it does definitely challenge even the strongest of clients, so or of Pilates enthusiasts. So I hope that helps you. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will be back with more Pilates at home soon. Thank you so much. Bye.